Hi, and welcome back to our Advanced Squad Leader tutorial series. We are covering setting up and playing an ASL scenario. In our first part of this segment, we did the entire board setup and interpreting the scenario card. Next, we lay out the forces on both sides and make sure we have the right pieces and the right numbers of each one. The next thing that should happen is to review your units to see what special rules apply to each unit on the paper. Let's look at the Russians. They have several different types of units. Among the multi-man counters, they have the basic 4-4-7, and 3 half squads of the 4-4-7, the 2-3-7s. They have no special rules because none of their stats are underlined. However, they are fanatic by SSR, so technically, they are 4-4-8s and 2-3-8s, respectively. The 9-1 and the 8-1 are the leaders for the Russians in this scenario, and have no special rules, except that they are fanatic as well, so they are effectively a 10-1 and a 9-1. The next unit is the crew, the 2-2-8. This crew is now a 2-9 because of fanaticism, and because its broken morale is in a square, it has a self-rally capability. This gives the 45 double long some survivability away from the leaders. The best unit the Russian player has is the 6-2-8, which due to fanaticism is going to become a 6-2-9. It has assault fire because its firepower is underlined. This means that in the Russian advanced fire phase, it will have a firepower of 4 at a range of 2, because 3 for the advanced fire plus 1 for assault, and a value of 7 at point blank range, 6 plus 1 for assault fire. It also has spray fire ability because the range is underlined, so it could split its fire against 2 contiguous hexes if the Germans get too close for comfort. The Russians also have a pretty good weapons assortment. The MMG, LMGs, mortar, and ATR add a lot of firepower to the Russians at long range. The ATR is a good long-range weapon that can be used to immobilize tanks or get that long 1-down 2 shot if the Germans are running around in the open at long range. The question marks are important because they will keep the German player guessing where your meager forces are located. Finally, we have the 45 double long anti-tank gun. We have to refer to the Chapter H notes for all the vital info about this beast, and also to the back of the counter to see any special rules. The note had no pertinent information, but on the counter we see that the gun in 1942 has the potential to have 45 double long APCR. It will have APCR on a 2-hit roll of 4 or less. What this means in game terms is that the Russian player gets a free roll when he shoots at his first tank. If he calls an APCR shot on a 4 to hit, that will be the last APCR shot for the gun. If he calls an APCR shot and gets a 2 or 3 to hit, then the gun has APCR and it is still available for further use. If he rolls above a 4, then no shot has taken place and he gets to roll another 2 hit using regular ammo. If he rolls a 12, the gun breaks normally. Next, we go to the German side of the battle. The Germans have the 5-4-8 squad. You'll notice that this unit has the same capabilities as the Russian 6-2-8. It has assault and spray fire capabilities. It also has a smoke exponent of 2. In the advanced fire phase, each of these squads will have a firepower of 4 if within normal range and a fire value of 6 if point blank. They can also put 2.5 firepower in 2 contiguous hexes when they get up close and personal with the Russians. The 9-2 and the 8-1 are standard German leaders with no special rules. The 4 light machine guns and the medium machine gun add some long-range firepower to the 5-4-8 squads. Finally, we have the Panzer 4F2 Mark IV tanks. These 2 units can put suppressing fire on the house, but more importantly, they are smoke makers, as seen with the smoke numbers of 8 on their wreck side, along with the smoke discharges number of 6. You're going to need that smoke to give your assault troops some cover while they cross that nice green patch of terrain which is created by the overlays. Now, we have put the strengths and weaknesses of our forces on the table. Both sides now use these assets to the best of their ability to gain an advantage over their opponent. This is the nature of ASL, and this promises to be a great battle. This concludes our video on setting up and prepping for an ASL scenario. I hope you liked it and found it useful. If you like this and our other videos, like us on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Please remember that this and our other videos serve as an introduction to help you gain enough confidence to dive in and have some fun playing this great game. The best way to learn this game is to play it and don't worry about making mistakes. Learn from a more experienced player or attend one of the many tournaments around the country, like the Northeastern Boxborough, Massachusetts, or the New York State ASL Championships in Albany, New York. If you want to contact us with any thoughts, questions, or suggestions, feel free to contact us at jdhobbies@live.com. You can find us on the web at www.antoinetteshobbies.com and do a Google search with J&D Hobbies Massapequa Park to get pictures of our store. Also, follow us on Google for product announcements and news. And like always, thanks for watching.